Hi, everyone. My name is Stan, and I am the Shadow Seeker. Thank you so much for tuning in to this video. If this video has came across your path, hopefully there's something in this video for you. This is episode 2. I know that I am posting this on or outside of the normal range of when I plan on posting these videos, but I really felt compelled to do a reading for my collective of these specific individuals, and they know who they are. And I will definitely jump right into the reading. First, I just want to mention again that I'm doing a general tarot reading for a very specific collective. But if there's any messages that you find that resonate with you, I ask that you please use your intuition. You are definitely the only person that can decipher whether or not these messages are for you specifically. So I will jump straight into the reading. This reading, I will not be using any oracle cards. Instead, I will be using the very first tarot deck that I've ever obtained. This is definitely my favorite deck because this deck, again, is the first deck that I received. And I really feel like whenever I am really seeking specific answers or insights into something, I feel like this deck really gives me the most information. The deck, I might be pronouncing this wrong, but it's called the Y Spell deck, if I'm not mistaken. I can leave a link in the description in case anyone's interested. But it's a really beautiful deck. I love it, and I've had it for at least a year and a half, I believe. So anyway, I will jump right into the reading because for some reason I just feel so compelled to do this reading outside of the norm because this is not Wednesday as I'm posting this. Okay, so the first card that I drew is the Lovers reversed. And so typically, the Lovers is a very positive card, to get in any kind of reading, usually. And it's very beautiful energy. Before I continue, I just want to state that I'm recording this in a space that I normally do not record my readings. So I'm definitely not at home doing this in my space. I'm actually at another person's home. So there might be some clicking or clinking or some sort of like background noise. So I do apologize for that. But these messages, really it really felt like someone's spirit team, was wanting me to put these messages out here for someone to listen to. But going back to the reading, going back to the Lovers, I'm really getting something here about undividedness right now. I'm getting something about like self-love, but I'm also getting this strong sense of being in some sort of imbalance or like an impasse with somebody else. So I don't know who this is resonating for, but it feels like there's a lot of like challenges when it comes to communication. Maybe communication is very strained at this time. Maybe things are very like unpredictable. Maybe things are, you know, a strong sense of like disagreement, or maybe there's some arguments coming up. I'm also getting something about like not seeing eye to eye with somebody. And this doesn't necessarily feel like a heavy energy, but it feels like a very frustrated energy. This feels like there's something here where someone is trying to cut corners or avoid responsibility for some sort of action, or they're not willing to own up to something. I'm just not really quite sure like what this is really talking about yet. We'll have to draw another card and see. Okay, so our next card is the Five of Wands. This is definitely fire sign energy here. I'm getting something about someone trying to avoid conflict, but I'm also getting something about like there's some sort of internal conflict that somebody's going through. There's something that they don't want. to come to the surface or come to the light. They don't want to really work on whatever this conflict is. Like they're trying to hide something or they're trying to make something seem like it's not a big deal as what it really is. Or they don't want to like go toe to toe with whoever this other person is or group of people. It does seem like a very dicey type of energy that I'm sensing. It really feels like the tension is like really heavy at the moment. And it really feels like someone is not really, wanting to compromise here on whatever this is. So, whatever this is, too, I'm really getting a strong sense of like discomfort or uneasiness, when it comes to this particular situation. So, this situation could be very sensitive for someone, or it could be like very like uncomfortable to deal with. Maybe it's something that I'm kind of feeling like someone's pride would be wounded in a sense, or it's something where it might be a little bit embarrassing, to kind of deal with. I want to channel more on this energy. Okay, so we have the Page of Cups in the upright position. So I'm really getting something here about someone's intuition being really spot on about something. But I'm hearing I don't know why I said I'm hearing because I usually don't hear things, but I'm feeling, or I guess I should say hearing, something about like they're going about this all wrong, as if like they're acting really immature about this or immature surrounding their feelings. So they're not really thinking clearly on what this conflict is or this tension is. They're kind of letting things really kind of bottle up inside. And I'm really kind of seeing that the more they do this, eventually these emotions are going to come out to the surface, but they're not going to be able to kind of work on these emotional issues, whatever this is, in a very constructive way where they don't let their emotions get the best of them. So that's what it really feels like here. It really feels like this sort of like, again, immature energy or something that's just not really well thought out. They're going about this in sort of like a childlike manner or going about this in a very sense that they're not really taking something really serious here. I know that sounds really vague. It doesn't really sound too specific, but this is a collective reading. So whatever resonates for you, please take it. And what doesn't, leave it for someone else. So let's see what else comes out here. Okay, so the weirdest thing just happened as I drew the next card. We have the Five of Pentacles reversed. And immediately as I put the card down, another card literally slid out the deck on top of the Five of Pentacles. And that was the Two of Pentacles reversed. So what I'm feeling right now is that there is something here about recovering from some sort of financial loss or some sort of financial setback. And that is a great thing because it really feels like whatever this financial loss or setback was, which could have happened maybe like 5 months ago, 5 weeks ago, but it really feels like it happened a while ago. And you're just now sort of recovering from this. The Two of Pentacles here reversed is really, screaming or kind of saying here that you need to reassess your priorities and your goals and decide what really needs your time and energy right now, because I'm really feeling like there's been a lot of like distractions or a lot of things that have really been sort of like making you feel overcommitted when it comes to a particular area of your life. So maybe you're too hyper focused on work and less focused on, love and relationships, or it could be vice versa. Or it could be, where you're just putting too much energy and time into something that is really not serving you, something that really is detrimental for, what you need to be focused on right now is what it seems like. And so this would be sort of like a warning that when you do start, seeing more financial success for yourself, to not go back into these lower vibrational habits or these ways of being where it was really detrimental to you. in a financial sense. This really feels like it's more financial. And this might be very specific for a particular group in the collective. I don't really feel like it's for everybody, but that did feel like a very specific channeled message there. Okay, so now we have the Queen of Pentacles and the Eight of Swords reversed. So I'm really seeing here that someone has not really been nurturing themselves. Someone here or several people in the collective have been in this energy or in this state of being really overcritical of themselves, and it's sort of trapped them in this negative thought pattern or this way of being where they felt like they couldn't get themselves out of. But I'm really seeing here that if you really shift your focus and really focus more on what's important right now in the present moment, that the energy will definitely shift for you, that it will be in a more positive connotation, that things will start getting realigned for you because clearly in the physical, in your 3D reality, there's just this imbalance going on right now. And it's really making you feel sort of disconnected from other aspects of your life, is what it feels like. So, in order to get yourself out of this energy, you have to be willing to release these burdens or these things that really are not aligned for you. You have to be willing to be open to these new perspectives or these new ways of thinking because a lot of this tension is really self inflicted. It's not anything that I'm seeing necessarily that would be external. So it's all really the perception of the mind here, is what I'm feeling. Okay, so I had to leave my surrounding. It got just a little chaotic, the energy. There was a lot going on in the background, and I do want to apologize again if there was any sort of background noise or anyone hollering or screaming or any loud talking. Some of that probably couldn't have been prevented, but I do want to try to wrap up this reading though, because this reading really kind of feels specific for maybe like two specific groups of people. And so the next card that I drew is the Page of Wands reversed. And so I'm really feeling here that several people in the collective are really kind of at this limbo stage when it comes to whatever it is they're trying to manifest or whatever life is kind of looking for them right now. They might be feeling really lost and stagnant, or really puzzled or confused, not really sure which direction to go or which direction to take. It really feels like they may be having a lot of thoughts or a lot of things sort of come to them as far as where they want to go in life, but it just feels like they don't have a strong conscious plan of what that might look like for them or where they're really trying to head or go, if that makes sense. I'm also feeling something about like eagerness or this sort of like feeling of like some sort of spark when it comes to trying to have a plan, for something, but they're experiencing some sort of lack of motivation, some sort of indecisiveness, or things are just kind of being hampered right now by the complexities of their life. Something about inner fears and anxieties getting in the way of achieving someone's dreams. Something here too about seeking out a new path or trying to come about a new way of doing things, but they're just getting a lot of these roadblocks or, some sort of blockages, energetically. And it's really causing them to kind of feel like a stirring of emotions in a sense. So this is almost kind of like heavy energy that I'm feeling, but again, it really feels like someone's perception or, someone's like thought processes, like someone's just like really in their head right now. And they're so in their head that they're putting a lot of energy out externally. And this energy is being transmuted and reflected back from like the universe. And so their 3D is looking the way that they're essentially, manifesting at this time or the way that they're channeling their energy. So this sounds really, really specific to somebody in the collective. So if you are someone that's definitely going through this, it really feels like you just need to sort of like take a breather or, try to find a way to get regrounded or find a way to regain your power. So I'm getting something about like maybe like you might need to, reassess like your meditation practices or your mindfulness practices, do some breath work, do some yoga, do something for you, put yourself first again, don't let these things that really are not, major issues get in the way, because I'm just feeling like it's not the end all be all, but it's like someone is like really perceiving it in that sense, as if like it's the end of the world or, things are just never going to get back right again. Something about like there's just no hope, like all hope is lost. But I mean, that really is not the reality here, And I'm really getting that confirmed here with the 10 of cups in the upright position. Like you are on the right path. You are perfectly aligned with the path that has been set out for you. And I'm getting the sense that, you've been on this right path for quite a while now. And if you haven't been, then I'm also getting this sort of message here that somebody has helped facilitate you to get on the right path, or somebody has entered your life and has really helped turn your life back around, to help you get more rebalanced and refocused so that you can have this sort of like happy ever after, complete emotional fulfillment, complete, solidarity within yourself. And not only that, but, there could be someone waiting, I guess, at the end of the tunnel for you as well, so you could be celebrating with family, friends, or, a specific loved one, someone that has always been rooting for you or cheering for you since day one. So this is really, really like powerful here. And I'm really getting this true sense of emotional fulfillment. I'm getting this feeling that you are being supported in this time right now, in the present moment, and that you've always been supported. The real ones, quote unquote, have been in your circle the whole time, whether you were conscious of it or not, is what I'm really getting here. And there's just this true sense of completeness, wholeness, and abundance that is just definitely waiting for you. And I'm really just feeling like you don't really have to do anything here except just let go of what's holding you back. These negative thought processes, addictions, or, anything that is bringing you into a lower vibrational state or lower vibrational being. It really is up to you to be the compass of your own life, is what I'm feeling here. And wow. Okay, I got the death card at the bottom of the deck that to really confirm that right here. This card is literally the true testament of a major phase or aspect of your life that you may not be consciously aware or realize that it's no longer serving you. But this is also simultaneously opening you up to the possibility of something that is far more valuable and essential to your life. And I'm really getting this sense of when one door closes, another door opens. So somebody is closing the door on a specific chapter of their life. They are truly letting go here of all these negative things that are just not for you. And this is a very significant transformation and transition. And really, what needs to happen here is just surrender to it. Just let this happen for you because this is going to lead you to this 10 of cups moment. There's just, there's no what I'm really feeling is if you just be really resistant to this, you're gonna be stuck in limbo. So there's really just, no going back. There's only going forward. And I know that this specific collective that I'm channeling here, like, truly gets what I'm saying because these specific individuals that I do interact with on the daily, they have really heard me say this almost daily. So, trust that I know what I'm speaking of because this really is very true to what you all are going through. And I couldn't be happier for the beautiful transformations that's occurring in everybody's life. So know that you truly have my support. You truly have my love. You truly have um, everything that I can do to help you get realigned because I know for the longest time we have all felt really unbalanced in our lives, personally, professionally, emotionally, spiritually. So just know I'm definitely here for you all. So, with that, I'm going to close the reading. Again, I did not use oracle cards, so I do not have a closing oracle spiritual message from that particular deck that I use. And I don't have my What's the Vibe deck with me. But this message really feels very specific to specific individuals of the collective that I'm channeling. So I really hope something here was for you. And I really hope something here, is definitely like a confirmation of what you needed to hear. In fact, I really know that it is. So I really hope that you guys can take something with you and know that you're definitely on the right path right now. So, with that being said, I'm going to close the reading. And I just want to thank you for helping to co create these messages. I really, really do appreciate the beautiful energy that you are helping to manifest these messages. And it's just really wonderful for me to be able to do this for you because I really, really have felt so much love and encouragement. And I know that a lot of people may not resonate with exactly what's coming out here because I am channeling a very specific collective. But if something does reach you, then, I hope you can take it. And I hope it helps you with whatever you're dealing with on your specific spiritual journey. If nothing resonates, please leave it for someone that, that needs to hear this. So, I also want to mention that, um, I know that this again was outside of the normal posting schedule, but this channel is fairly new. And so, there might be more random videos that kind of show up, but I do want to state that every Wednesday at 1 p.m., I will be doing a new episode, but this is technically episode 2, and I'll be calling these readings episodes. I just think that'll be kinda nifty to to use that kind of, terminology for these, particular readings, but, the next video will be Wednesday at 1 p.m., and I truly hope that you all tune in to that reading. And I send you all positive thoughts, happy love and light, and I will see you on Wednesday's reading.